Hey, hey, people are starting to come in. That's brilliant. We got rugged. So we've had to make a new link, which means all of the preparation that we've done so far has just gone completely out the window. The joys of Twitter Spaces. Please feel free to accept the microphone. I've sent all of you I've sent all of you listener privileges. You just got to accept them. You should see a pop-up on your screen. Nako, I've sent you co-host privileges also. Just going to quickly update my Twitter. Let me think the best way to do this. Just bear with me whilst I quickly do a responsive text. It's going to have to be from the phone. How can we do this fast? There we go. And if you've got a microphone, feel free to unmute yourself and say hello. Sorry about the impromptu space, guys. As I say, it rugged us before we even managed to get going today. The joys of Twitter.
It's just how it goes. How we doing?
Yeah. Apart from fighting fires with Twitter, not too bad. How about yourself?
Hello, James.
Hey, Nako.
Always doing good here. Yeah, I mean, it was exactly the same for me last time. I remember running a space and then I couldn't hear anyone. We had like 50 people come in and then I just tried to sign out just to see what was going on and just closed it for everyone. So it just happens.
Yeah, that's it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pin this. Let me pin this to the top just now so make it super easy for people to be able to share. Share into your space. And now I've got to quickly update people also on the back end. Okay. Damn, what a great start. But as you say, at least we're the kind of people that are always doing good. You know, it's about being responsive in this space. It's forever changing. And as many projects see, you can have the most perfect of mints or launches planned, but they don't always quite go that way. I see we've got Andy down in the listeners. Let's send him an invite up. Andy's from Neoxa. So we've got Sons of Mars. We got a brand new project also. Let me click back on that. Gone off the screen, which is NeoZen. NeoZen, how you doing? Feel free to unmute your mic. We're just going to warm the space up for a minute or two. If people could retweet the little the tweet that's at the top, the pinned post, that would be amazing. That would help us to get out to the audience that was expecting us. Perfect.
Hey,
yeah.
How's it going? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're more than welcome, man. Thanks for coming up on stage, especially quite last minute. Good friends over at Web3 Poker Club. They made the
some good buddies of mine told me about the space last night, so yeah, I wanted to hop on.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to come on. Isaac, how do I unmute? Thank you for your patience, guys. Just literally fighting the fires to make sure that everyone knows where we are. I'm sure most of them will be able to find it, but due to the ruggedness, I just want to make sure that everyone is still in the loop. Let's just post this directly in Web3 Poker Club. Andy, you should have microphone privileges now. We got rugged. If I tag Matt, your mate NFT. Please update everyone. New link. And I see the floor is filling out quite nicely already.
I like that you got the music going with your grunts and some nice soulful music in the background.
Damn it! I forget we're not on Discord where we've got where you've got the mic sensitivity. I forget that people can hear absolutely everything. But yeah, that's just part of what we do to help people, you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, that's how you engage people nowadays. We just have a little here and there. It's the way we do it.
Yeah, but that's the one. You got to keep fighting the fires. I got people in my DMs asking, "How do I do this? How do I do that?" Yeah, I got two friends at the moment asking, "How do I?" And I'm just like, I can't talk right now. trying to make the space happen again. Brilliant. So it's NFT London right now. I believe they're having a meal at the moment over in London. Some VIP only dinner. Would have been great to be able to get over to NFT London for the events. I live a few hours away from London, and with everything going on behind the scenes at Edge, it just wasn't possible this year round. But yeah, was anybody else looking at the event, or was there any speakers there? Anyone who's already got a microphone that you was looking at?
I'm US based. I did not I was not present nor paying too much attention. I know a couple projects I'm involved with had some stuff going on, but I don't know exactly who was speaking.
Yeah, I get you. It's open. So the main event's on the 3rd and the 4th. Without doxing myself too much, but if anybody wants to buy me birthday cake, you're more than welcome to. It's my birthday on Friday. So yeah, originally I was thinking,
Happy early birthday.
Thank you very much. Originally the plans were
Happy birthday.
that I was going to get myself over to London and spend it with all the DJs and all the founders and all the flippers and all the people that make Web3 what it is. But yeah, we think the way that things have progressed and with having a mint coming up, one of the projects I'm working with, it's just not doable this year. It just means I'll have to jump on an aeroplane, I think, and go to another NFT event somewhere else in the world. So not such a bad thing after all.
Yeah, that sounds awful, man.
Yep. What are you going to be doing for your birthday? Working.
Well, how far is London for you? Is it a long train ride? I'm just fishing for the doxing, you know?
Yeah, it's about 3.5 hours on the fast train, and it will take up to 5.5 hours on the slower train services.
So you're like Manchester, around there?
Bristol, so southwest.
Bristol, fair enough. Other way.
Yep.
My sister's in Scarborough. That's why I say I literally every time I talk to somebody in the UK, I just love to go, oh, my sister's in Scarborough. But I really have no other connections to the UK at the moment. So
yeah, I went to Scarborough many years ago. I don't know how old I'd have been, like 13 or 14, and it was the only time I've ever really almost drowned. Me and my brother, we were in a water park, and the wave machine came on, and these waves were like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. And he just, I don't know, he just realized I was drowning, puts his arm around my neck and drags me out. But yeah, I was in the thick of it. I just remember these waves were surging, crashing up and down. I don't know how high they were, but they seemed like they were like 8 or 10 foot tall at the time. They probably weren't quite that big. But yeah, I was used to wave machines. I used to go swimming all the time at the local swimming baths. I was used to playing in the wave machine, but this thing was next level. So yeah, if you ever do go over to Scarborough, if you ever come to the UK, probably the best thing that Scarborough has is this wave machine that will drown you. So, yeah.
I bet you at the start of this space, you did not think that you would be speaking about that story.
This is what I love about the spaces. It doesn't matter how much you try to rehearse them or plan them; they never go to plan. You can have a structure or an outline, have an idea of how it's going to kind of go, but at the end of the day, we're all at the mercy of whatever comes out of our mouths. And I'd rather keep it this way, so it's just off the cuff. If there's ever, like, with some projects, there's things worth talking about, but I like to just let people do what they want to do, let them tell me what they want about the project, and I'll ask questions about what I've seen myself. Whereas you get to some spaces and they can be a little bit rigid, a little bit rehearsed. So yeah, we try to avoid that. And yeah, keep people entertained along the way, Got to give.
Fantastic. I think that's a great way of doing it. So who else has had near-death experiences with wave pools here?
Yeah.
Actually, my time, I have one where I was like, I have, those donuts that you go in the water where you at the back of a boat and they like pull you along in like an inflatable dinghy at the back of a I think it's kind of like wakeboarding, but you're in the middle of an inflatable thing. I'm like terrified of those things because when I was like 13, went on the back of one of those, and then as the boat went off, like the water just went above my face, and I just was like, I just couldn't sit right to get on there. And so every time I've had to do any kind of water sports, I'm like, nah, I'm not in the water. I'm out. I'm done. So I feel you in your wave story. I just ugh.
Yeah, it's a scary
to me.
thing, isn't it? When you're out in the water and you're all of a sudden getting overpowered by it. It's well, they say you have to respect the ocean. I never really understood it until I went. What's it called? Is it called a boog? I think they're called boogie boards.
Oh yeah, boogie boards. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like I don't know, you lay on it kind of thing rather than surfing on it. And yeah, I decided I was going to go out and catch the big waves, and I was paddling out and paddling out and paddling out. And then I looked back after I'd been paddling for I don't know how long, and I noticed that all the surfers were really much closer to the shore than I was, but it was nice and calm out where I was. And then I thought, oh shit, you're kind of out in the ocean. So I started to paddle back, and then literally the first wave, no, yeah, I caught a big wave whilst I was out quite far, and it got me a decent way in. And then the next wave that I caught, it was the best wave I'd ever got in my life. It felt like I was gliding along at 30 or 40 miles per hour. It was drowning me along the way because I'm right on the front of it. The waves were crashing over me, pulled me almost all the way back into the shore. And I was like, what the hell just happened? Because I'm not good with I'm not experienced with that kind of thing. I'd never caught a proper wave before, and this literally just two of them, one after another. It just it made me realize just how powerful the ocean is, I guess.
It humbles you. It really humbles you. It's like, you're nothing compared to it. Nothing compared to it. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. How's things go? Do you want to let me get my words out? I see we got quite a few people down in the audience now already, which is good. I'm glad that people have been able to find us. Does anybody want to take the charge in coming up and speaking first? If so, put your hand up, or just whoever wants to kick things off. If Sons of Mars, you've already been speaking.
I've already been eliciting some weird stories. Yeah, why not?
No one. If no one's going to put themselves first, I'm going to pick on you.
Well, sure. I mean, so how do you guys work? Like, it's more of a speak about, introduce yourself kind of thing first, I take it?
Yeah. So you remember when we spoke at I/O, at the I/O Megaspace? So yeah, please feel free, do your thing, how you did before.
For
So yeah,
sure.
just a little introduction. I'll be asking them some questions. Obviously, I know a little bit about your project already, which is great. You guys have got something that's pretty damn awesome. I've not seen that anywhere else in the space. So emphasize what makes you guys special and the fun aspects of things that I see everybody
Fantastic.
talking about in the chats.
Yeah, so basically what we are is what we believe is one of the first battle, if not the first, proper battle royale dynamic NFTs directly on the blockchain. So if I take us back to the start of January in this year, I remember buying an NFT. It was unrevealed, and once I bought that unrevealed NFT, I watched it change, the metadata on it change, and I think, it was a big moment to me where I went, like, this game brain in my head just went, well, if that NFT metadata can change once, then it can change many times. Actually, can we make a game out of this? And straight away, I just thought, let's make a battle royale out of this. And over the next few months, it started developing and changing all the way until we had this idea of having a battle royale game, so to speak, where you have, let's say, 1,000 warriors, and there are rounds that eliminate you bit by bit, very much like a Rumble Royale in a Discord. And when you die, an NFT dies in one of these rounds, the NFT metadata itself changes, and the NFT turns from a classic Roman warrior into a classic Roman statue, symbolizing that they're now memorialized in death, and the rarity will be based on when you die. So yeah, that's essentially was the vision. And we then found some Disney Marvel artists who did some incredible artwork, and we commissioned 5,000 warriors and overall 88,000 images, because there are actually 15 different death states that we have included. So it's just a crazy amount of work. And then we built it up, and we're going to sell it over a few different games. Now, we just did our first game called the Coward's Gambit, which is the very simple core mechanic of a Rumble Royale. So like 6 rounds and increasing death rates all the way until one winner. But we added a really cool feature where people, they if they don't do anything, they have a 98% chance or 99% chance of dying, but they can choose not to die by keeping their warrior alive. But if they do that, they're forever branded as a coward. So it's just a wonderful sort of mechanic, social experiment, and the plan is to change with each game that's coming up. Now, we've had a pretty rocky and weird and turbulent sort of run. Just as we were about to launch, we got hacked, and it really turned us from what we were predicting to be a really nice $100,000 up, so we could, you know, push for the other games, turned us into a minus $25,000 sort of experience, and that hit us hard. And you know, I think I'm a founder that loves to be open, honest, and transparent. So that's something that's now part of our story, as much as I don't want it to be. But what it has done is it's had us reevaluating what comes up in the future. Now, I do love the dynamic NFTs. We're actually just about to finish our first game tomorrow or the next day, where we will announce the winner, and they will win. There's going to be 2 winners of this one, because the coward and the main winner has won this game. So there's going to be 2 ETH grand prize. But after this, we're looking at continuing to be a cross-collaboration NFT experience with other communities, so always playing cross-community games. But then we're looking at maybe integrating our NFTs into an in-app design or a dashboard game, rather than an NFT collection like we have done before. That's proper alpha that we haven't dropped anywhere else. But we're essentially just thinking of how we can revolutionize this and make it more efficient, and double down on the fun that everyone seems to be having with the first collection, and utilizing the rest of the 4,000 warriors that we've got left for other games. So that's us. You can see a little bit more about us in our pinned tweet. It literally just shows you what the Coward's Gambit is, our first game, and you can see our first collection on live, and there should be some really awesome warriors dropping into that. Yeah, all right now. I think that's pretty much it. I think I got all of that.
That's amazing. So there you have it, guys. There's an awesome twist with the Sons of Mars. I can hear a set of audio. There we go. Let me just stop that. There we go. There's an amazing twist with the Sons of Mars NFT, where you get to battle your NFT against other people, other community members. And as you say, there's prizes up for grabs. I have seen in some of the private group chats that I'm in, people saying about, if I saw people mentioning about this coward thing, and that there's money up for grabs. So you've said with the first one, is it a case that there's prizes for the cowards and also for the warriors, or for the people who are battling?
We set up this really cool, what I love is game theory. So game theory is this wonderful concept that you're trying to think about what somebody else will do, knowing that they know what you might do. So what we did was, we have 1,000 warriors, and I thought, well, let's say 20% of the people decide to keep their warrior alive. Now, if that happens, that's 200 warriors, say, and they become 200 cowards. Now, I thought 20% was a sort of great number. This is in our games team. We thought it would be a really cool number of this. And if there were under 200 cowards chosen, then one of those cowards would be chosen as the coward leader through our randomized code powered by Chainlink. And that coward leader would steal 66% of the main pot, which was the 2 ETH. But if it ever reached more than 200 cowards, then those cowards would get nothing. So that's the game theory element and everything like that. But it's a funny turn of events, and it's funny how in NFTs you don't expect certain things. It was a gas charge to become a coward, and therefore I noticed the cowards' choices were a lot less than what I thought they were going to be. So if I'd made it 10%, it might have been a close game, but we had about 65 people choose to be cowards, so that's way less than the 200, and that means that there will be a coward leader chosen, and they will steal 1.33 ETH from the main pot, and then the main winner is going to get 0.66 ETH.
That's amazing. People who've got this game theory kind of mindset, these people that can create these games, create these stories, these laws, and turn them into something that everybody takes part in, and there's a buzz about it. It's absolutely amazing. So well done for everything that you've done so far. How big's the team on board at Sons of Mars?
There's about 10, about 10 of us. But I think that team is we've consolidated a little bit. I mean, the artists were there was a big team of artists that worked on it, and then once the art was done, we sort of moved more into the development phase. We got more developers, but now that we're going into, like I said, into potentially an app and development phase like that, we might do that. But I think essentially the core team is about 5 of us.
Awesome. That's amazing. It's amazing that the projects can start from such small roots, and then before you know it, they're taking on more core team members, they're taking on freelancers and subcontractors and people they meet along the way. It's one thing that I do love about the NFT space and Web3 on the whole, is it's all about collaboration. It's all about how can I help my friend, my peer, or somebody that reaches out. And yeah, sometimes we do it for the love, sometimes there's perks for it. It's just about getting your fingers dirty at the moment, getting stuck in there, and being one of the innovators in the space. It's amazing for me to be able to talk to so many innovators, and you most definitely are within that class, within that. Yeah, well done.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
I'm just on your OpenSea right now, and I can see that there's 735 dead characters for sale, and they start at as little as 0.012. But if you want to get a character that's involved in the game, there's only one for sale currently, and that's at 0.6 ETH.
Well, technically, actually, all these dead ones are part of the game as well, because it's quite an interesting thing we've got happening tomorrow. Is we've got something called Mars's Gambit, where essentially on our dashboard you can choose to opt this character in if you've died, and it's a very, very deadly, crazy choice, because if you choose this, there is a 10% chance you come back into the game right in the last round, just before everything comes up. So tomorrow you'd be coming back into the game, and you'd turn into an undead warrior, and this undead looks incredible. It's like this sort of lava look, like a mix between a Mass Effect husk and a lava creature of some kind. But it's this lava statue that you come back as. So that's a 10% chance of happening, but there is a 90% chance, if you choose this, that the NFT itself will get burnt. So we've actually already had 150 people choose this option, which means that we are going to have at least 15 undead warriors in the game, and I'm very excited for them to come up. So the collection will get smaller and hopefully get more valuable as well. And yeah, I just can't wait to see these undead warriors. They look incredible.
That's absolutely amazing. Well done on giving people the opportunity where they can risk their NFT and risk their dead warrior to come back as an undead. Are there any perks with having an undead warrior? Do the odds change of winning in the final round at all, or is it fair across the board?
It's fair across the board. Essentially, if you're coming back as an undead, you will stay undead. So you'll have the very rare undead warrior. That's one thing you always have, which is a trait that nobody else obviously has. But if you die in the last round, you also become a gold statue, which is also quite rare because there's only 35 left. But essentially, these undeads, you join right in at the last round, which is quite freaking handy.
It sounds it indeed. So there you go. If anybody wants to grab one, they're as little as 0.012 on the floor, according to OpenSea right now. Just rechecking the listings. Yeah, there's one at 0.012. That's really, really, really cheap to have.
Oh yeah, he's right. He's looking great on the floor, actually.
Yeah, it's really thin. It's really, really, really thin. So if people do want to grab one to be able to potentially take part, then yeah, it's pocket money almost. Does anybody in the audience have any questions for Sons of Mars? Please put your hand up or send a request to speak if you do. I have pinned one of their tweets up at the top so you know where to find them. You can click on that, get onto their Twitter, and then they've got a link tree from there onwards.
All crickets.
Don't worry about it, man. It happens sometimes. I say it happens sometimes. I think people do go a little bit mic shy, or they'll be too busy trying to scoop up those last couple of bargains on the floor. I see it's literally five. There's only 5 of them until it's over until it's over a 0.02 floor. So yeah, they got to be quick. Well, thank you very much, Sons of Mars. Thanks for coming up and speaking. It's great chatting to you again. And I got a Discord coming in. You're my NFT. Sorry, that distracted me. Yeah, thank you so much for coming up. It's been great chatting to you.
Great chat.
Yeah. And yeah, thanks for coming up. We'll see you again soon. Please make sure that you stay in touch. You're more than welcome to come back at any point in time when you have updates on the projects that you want to share with the audience.
For sure, man. For sure. Like I said, we're working on some big things right now, and looking at our future, and it's all looking very, very bright. We've got a really great community that's absolutely loved this Rumble Royale meets Russian roulette meets poker kind of style play, and we just want to make it more accept what's the word? Trying to make it just better for us to use, easier for us to use, and that's our main mission. And we're going to be bringing that to everybody as soon as we can.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I will make sure that I keep in the loop with some of the people in my network. As I say, I do see lots of people talking about this. So you're clearly generating some hype, making some waves, and giving people some fun in this space. And right now, the thing that I see them a lack of, it's people having fun. You know, it is bear market conditions. There's not a lot of people making money. So yeah, if they're able to have some fun with your project and also possibly come out with some nice prizes, it's a no-brainer. Thank you so much. Right then, who we got in the speaker panel right now? We got Web3 Poker, we got Levy from Web3, we've also got Andy from Neoxa and Edge Capital. How many people we got down there? Andy, welcome up onto the stage.
Hey man, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, we hear you, bro. Thanks for coming up.
We can barely hear you, actually.
Okay, well, maybe just give me a second then.
Yeah, I was going to say
No
slightly
worries.
more, but yeah, no rush. This is where we play the elevator music, as if you're going up in a lift.
Oh yeah, is that better? Any better? No, yeah. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Good
Oh
shit.
yeah. That's the Andy I heard yesterday. So yeah,
How
thanks
are
so
you?
much for coming up. How's it going?
I'm all right, man. How are you guys doing?
Great.
That's good.
Great.
Yeah, all good.
Sorry,
I was going to say, Nate. I was going to say, Nako, you helped organize this one. This was one that I'm personally a really big fan of, because I'm a bit of a sweaty Rust gamer, or at least I used to be.
Oh yeah.
Andy doesn't know that about me yet, but yeah, I used to be. I got a few thousand hours, so I'm a bit of a sweaty Rust gamer. But yeah, please, I'm going to say I'm going to pass this over to Nako, and please take the lead on this one, Nako.
All right, so guys, thanks everyone who joined us today, tonight, wherever you are. It's actually quite exciting to hear news about such impressive projects and have the chance to ask them and know more about the future plans, you know. And sorry, guys, I'm still coughing, so I've had a cold for like a week, and so bear with me if I enter to a coughing or sneezing loop. Well, I'm so happy to have Andy here with us. Andy is from Neoxa. So actually, Neoxa is a blockchain featuring assets and the ability to obtain cryptocurrency while playing various games and proof of work and mining, you know. So while I was going through your Discord server and the white paper, I've got actually a couple of questions that formed out in my head. So I actually wanted to ask you, actually Neoxa uses proof of work and proof of game at the same time, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's not in consensus. So we are mainly a proof of work blockchain, with masternodes being added relatively soon.
Right. Perfect. So actually, what is the inflation model for the upcoming years? You know, we are supposed to have halvings every 4 years, so
Yep.
I assume that remains, right?
Yeah, correct. We basically follow the Bitcoin model, and obviously we are Ravencoin fork, where there's halvings every 4 years. And yeah, obviously our block structure will change late this year, maybe early next year, where we will have 40% masternodes, 40% proof of work. The gaming side will get 15% of it.
Okay, I picked that up. I'm not sure if Neko got rugged for a second.
Guys,
So you've got the
you hear me? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
My headphones, sorry.
That's better.
Yeah. So what about the distribution to miners? I mean, the masternodes, gamers, will the percentage change
Yes.
on that schedule, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's already available. I just actually mentioned it. So it's going to be 40% to miners, 40% to masternodes. And then gaming is going to take 15% of the chain. So it's going to be split early next year or maybe later this year.
So actually it will be split with masternodes when they go live, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. So
Can I just
yeah, sure.
Can I just ask a quick one? Sorry, just for the audience. Andy, could you tell the audience a little bit about the project and some of the games that you actually work with already, just so they know?
Yeah. So Neoxa I think we're one of the first to do this. Basically, we've realized that lots of these projects, they launch games like NFTs, and generally, I'm not saying all of them, generally all of them brings out games and it's quite shitty. And so Neoxa thought, let's maybe make a blockchain where we implement a proof of earning mechanism on existing games that people already love and enjoy. So basically, whenever they earn Neoxa, they can spend that on their next gaming purchase and all that. So as well as Neoxa will be releasing a marketplace, so where all the games we host, there will be a marketplace where people can buy in-game purchases as well. So it's basically just to move away from the whole NFT space and have an actual blockchain that functions with proof of work to go into the gaming industry, because right now that does not exist.
Okay, amazing. And you got like Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto?
So yeah, so we started out with Rust. With the whole concept we proved through Rust. Then we launched on Minecraft, and now recently, still work in progress, but we've got it on Grand Theft Auto on a 5M server.
That's awesome. How has it been going since you've introduced Grand Theft Auto? Because I know that the user base for GTA is quite large, isn't it? Certainly one of the most popular in the world, and they're a bit more of a mature audience base compared to, say, Minecraft.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, unfortunately, what we had to do is, because we work with various exchanges and stuff, we had to put an 18-year limit on our player base. Unfortunately, with Minecraft too, because exchanges generally don't want people to attempt to register unless it's their parents, and their parents can register on our forums and all that. So our player base should be 18 years old. And yeah, with the GTA launch, I mean, since yesterday, the server's been constantly full, and we'll probably in the far distant future maybe add a few more servers for it.
That's awesome. I just thought, this is your first time on a space, isn't it? So what I'm gonna do for you, I'm gonna quickly head over to the next Neoxa page. I'm not sure where are we, Neoxa. Let's pin you a post up to the top so people know exactly where to find you. Just so you're aware, whenever you host or whenever you're speaking on a Twitter space, you're able to do something called pinning a post, and to do so, you go to a post on your profile or another profile that you wish to share, and then I'm looking for one that are really good. This one will do. And then you click on the share button, and then you click at the top. It says like share to space, and then that will appear right at the top. And in a few seconds, hopefully, when Twitter works its magic, there we go. An extra dot just appeared. And now for people that want to find out about Neoxa, they can click straight on to their main profile there. Andy is one of the co-founders there at the project. They have got an amazing team who run the server, the Discord server 24/7. And I personally have got quite a few friends who play Rust, and yeah, they were telling me to, James, you should buy Neoxa. It's doing this for the blockchain. And I'm there going, yeah, everyone's coming out with these great claims. And then they're like, James, Neoxa's rising. And I'm like, yeah, markets go up and down because Neoxas have got their own token that you can buy into and sell, or you can earn it through the games. And then they say, James, Neoxa's gone up by, I don't know, I think it's like 20x overnight or something. And at that point, I then invested. You know, when you should have listened to people a little bit sooner. But my friends, they're not blockchain people. They're not Web3ers. They're Rust. They're sweaty Rust players. Yeah. It's what we love doing. And on a personal note, well done for helping to bring people into Web3 and into blockchain through your project.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, huge thank you, man. It's really impressive to be seeing that people are actually achieving it and doing it well. Nako, did you have some more questions?
Yeah, actually, I was curious around Discord servers. So I saw you created separate Discord servers for Neoxa, and I guess the other one is, let's say, more specifically related to the gaming part of Neoxa. So what's the plan regarding this division?
So yeah, the reason we separated, we've got two Discords. We've got the main Neoxa Discord for mostly the people that's interested in the blockchain, and then we've got the gaming Discord, the people that plays games, got issues, they go there and they communicate, they build communities. And our main goal with Neoxa is as well to bridge the two communities where a lot of gamers they've never really worked with crypto. So with Neoxa, we realized we've bridged probably thousands of people already into the crypto world. And yeah, it's one achievement that we had. But we also realized that gamers, tough fucking crowd, if I'm honest. So we had to separate them too from the main Discord.
Right.
Can you expand a bit more on this tough crowd thing?
Yeah, right. Definitely. I mean, good Lord, man. So gamers generally, I mean, if they have an issue and that issue is not fixed, we're going to hear about it. And our main Discord is just going to be full of spam all day long. I always make the joke, I don't want to dox myself because I'm scared a 12-year-old from Minecraft is going to show up with a shotgun at my house. And I mean, that's how it feels like. If you look at before we split it, it's literally just gaming. And in all the other conversation that's also important from the blockchain gets lost in the conversation. So yeah, that's really the reason why it was split.
Okay. Kind of makes sense. When you said about gamers wanting things fixing and stuff, what problems have you came across so far that you've been able to pivot or react to, and what's the effects been?
Okay, so when we launch new servers, there's always going to be issues. It's normal with launching anything new. So obviously we've got the whole proof of game element that goes on top of our servers. So people will generally in the beginning, for instance, with Rust, then people will have issues, and eventually those issues will be solved. And the same happened with Minecraft. Now we've got no issues with Minecraft. And now currently we're busy with GTA, so we've got that same problems that people faced back in the day. But I mean, it straightens itself out. We've got a lovely gaming community Discord. We've got good moderators. People are being dealt with, and honestly, everyone's so helpful. We've got a good community, man.
That's amazing to hear. Well done. You guys are innovating in the gaming industry. You're innovating in Web3. You're bringing together for me, it's two of the most influential things in my life. Like I was always into gaming ever since a very, very young age, because I was fortunate enough to always have consoles in the house from as old as I remember, and I'm 33. I'm 34 in a couple of days. So yeah, I've always been a gamer. And video games, absolutely. I don't know. Yeah, they didn't suck life out of me. They pushed life into me. And yeah, just going off on one now about video games. It's been a long time since I played video games, man. But the thing that took over was Web3, and my God, I wish that this kind of technology, I wish the blockchain and Web3 was around when I was younger, so that I was able to be rewarded for the time and the energy, the effort that I put into these video games. So yeah, that's amazing that you are bridging the two. Obviously, you've just secured, or you've just integrated with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
What other games have you got planned in terms of like other A-list games, or are there any in the?
Yeah. So basically, our next game will be Rocket League. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Rocket League is basically car football or soccer. It depends where you're from in the world. And yeah, then maybe not. We're thinking of adding Fortnite to it because it's got a massive player base as well. And the thing is with us is we want to target the games that's got big player bases. For instance, Minecraft, GTA, Rust wasn't that big of a player base, but you do get your Rust OGs, people that enjoy the game. So that's why, honestly, we did Rust because we enjoy Rust. And that's where we started off the whole proof of game concept.
No
So
way.
do you plan to do something like tournaments, or to draw in the pro players in each game and so on?
Yeah. What we want to do is, so with the launch of Masternodes, Neoxa is planning to do its own streaming platform, decentralized streaming platform. So then we want to try and basically bring in your biggest streamers to the network, and we'll see how it goes.
Perfect.
Rocket League will be an interesting one because for those of people that have never experienced Rocket League, it's such a skill-based game, and as far as I'm aware, it's one of the few games that there aren't really any cheats or any hacks for.
There's nothing.
You don't see people moaning about cheaters and hackers in Rocket League because it's football, but powered by cars, and the cars have got rockets that mean they can take off and fly for a short amount of time unless you know how to dance in the air, and I can't do any of that shit. But my God, will I try?
yeah, definitely.
How have you been able to I say how have you, with regard, like, I know that GTA is rife with cheaters, I know that Rust is rife with cheaters, I'm guessing Minecraft probably has cheaters in it as well. How have you been able to try and fight against them as such? Because obviously when people see there's money involved now, or not money directly, but assets of which have got a tangible value, then they're probably going to be targeting. So have you experienced that yet? And if so, what countermeasures have you put into to fight against it?
Obviously we experienced it, people's going to try. We've got Rust service that's almost always full, Minecraft service backing. Obviously we had cheaters before, but obviously we got a very good moderation team behind it too. So moderation is probably the number one thing stopping it. However, we also got programs that we use in the back. So on Discord, we've got a private channel where it reports suspicious people. So we basically deal with a lot of hackers like that as well. For instance, last night we had a hacker on our GTA server. Luckily, we managed to deal with that quite quick as well. So yeah, it's obviously a problem, but it's something that we can deal with and we are dealing with.
Amazing. That's great. It's great that you've got the systems in place to be able to help fish out the cheaters. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's something that is rife in gaming these days. It's one of them, you can't always beat them, but there are things that you can do to help protect against, and it's really good that you guys are doing so. You're trying to protect the communities and make it a fairer experience for everyone. Does anybody in the audience, do you have any questions? Please feel free to raise your hand or send a request in to speak if you want to find out more about Neoxa.
Actually, I had one more. So yeah, my question was actually, I kept this one for the end. Let's say the most important one for me. So actually, I have full bags full with Neoxa. So when Binance?
We're working on a tier 1 exchange. That's the same question we get about 20 times on our Discord today. We are working on a tier 1 exchange. Hopefully this year, I believe it will be this year. Obviously, there's formalities, paperwork, and all that. But yeah, I think this year we will be going to a tier 1 exchange. I'm not going to say what exchange, but yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for your answers.
Yeah, no problem, pleasure.
We love dropping whitelists and free mints and alpha on this show. So if you can't tell us who, is there any, how many syllables is it, or how many letters are in the word? Come on, you got to give us a hint.
No, it will be too easy because it's some exchange everyone knows. I really can't. So, no. I mean, we do have NDAs, mate. So unfortunately, we've got NDAs in place. You're not allowed to do this and that. Otherwise, I'll be happy to tell everyone what it is. I wish I could, but yeah, I really can't right now.
No, that's fine. And so that's a non-disclosure agreement for those that don't know what an NDA is. Who was it that got you to sign it?
Say again?
I said, who was it that got you to sign it?
I don't know. I know he's got a Chinese name, and that's about it. That's all I can say.
Amazing. There we go. There's some alpha for you guys. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much for coming up, for telling us all about Neoxa. I really do recommend that the audience check them out. They are pinned at the top. Add them on Twitter, jump into their Discord, and find out what they're all about, what their upcoming plans are, and how they're helping to bring blockchain technology and monetization to our favorite video games.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming up. Who do we pick on next? I see Levi and Web3 Poker have been quiet for a change. They're normally quite vocal when they come up on this show. They're somewhat of the furniture. They've been supporters since day one. And they've got an amazing little thing happening, which for all the other projects that are on stage, please, please, please make sure that you pay attention when these guys start speaking. Web3 Poker, which is your mate NFT, or Levi, are you there?
Hey.
What's
going on, man?
Yeah, all good. How about yourself?
I am very well. Am I coming through loud and clear?
A little bit quieter than the last couple of people. If you can...
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'll run and grab my other headphones.
Yeah, sure thing. Just find out
music.
Yeah, come on, it's your turn now, Nico. You can sing for us.
No.
We'll get you singing one day. I was about to do my own elevator music where I go, just I go, whilst I'm clicking around on screens. Somebody told me that that's a form of stimming, apparently, which is part of being neurodiverse. You make noises to fill in the gaps whilst you're trying to cognite. It's a way of distracting your brain so you're able to focus on things a little bit better.
All right, I am back. Can you hear me? A bit
there we
better?
go, loud and clear. Awesome. Yeah, I just got a message from Levi as well. He's saying he's almost home.
That's all right.
He's just finishing off his paper.
Paper route, yeah.
Yeah, he's just finishing off his paper round after school.
That is awesome. Thanks for having me again, guys, and been listening in onto the projects. Sons of Mars, nice to see you again. Hopefully you're well. I'll be seeing you guys this Friday for our big weekly tournament, as well as Edge Capital down there. NeoZen's coming through as well. So if you don't know who we are, I am your mate NFT from Web3 Poker Club. I co-founded this with Levy, you see in the speaker role there. And then Phil DePino, who's also a co-founder. We've been working together in the space for almost a year now, together on other projects and on poker-related projects. We thought, you know what, we could do this better ourselves, and we decided to put our minds together and start our own poker club. We've been working on it for about 2 to 3 months. We have opened it about a month and a half ago. We're in our 6th or 7th week. Basically, what we do is we connect a poker community to NFT projects, and we will run weekly events. So we run 3 weekly collab events where NFT projects donate prizes to our prize pool. And mate, it is blowing up. We are hard at work building and growing. And last week alone, we had a Halloween poker tournament with Clowntown NFT sponsoring that weekly event. So we have a weekly big brand sponsor plus other collab partners coming into the prize pool. We had over 300 entries, and we were playing for about 3 hours. Top 40 got to take home an NFT from the various collab partners, as well as whitelists, tokens. Sometimes we have ETH. Sometimes we have in real life projects. We had Toy Moris on a couple of weeks ago as a sponsor. They gave some in real life stuff away, and as well as Maniac Alien Philanthropy Club. They were kind of skate style merchandise that we got to give away. So it's been really exciting, and we've just been growing and growing. More people are joining and playing with us. We also host daily chip tables, and also every other day we like to host an OG role. So in our server, we have the OGs playing for specialty prizes. That could be an NFT from one of our projects, or it could be an NFT that we just like, and we want to help out a project and give one away. We're currently putting our own funds into the project. We're not planning on taking anything out just yet, as we're still building. We don't have a collection yet, an NFT collection. That is in the works, but we're taking our time. We're not going to launch it until it's ready. We're really focusing on building the community, making sure our NFT partners are coming through strong and building and growing with us. We've got plenty on the horizon. We're in the works of final touches of a ETH league, so a tournament, month-long tournament league. And then this week, man, we have an amazing project joining us, which is Beyond Earth. It's a metaverse MMO RPG. It's actually insane. I'm actually in the game. They've opened up the test servers for a little bit, and I've been playing around with it, and it is fucking amazing. We are Genesis partner with them, so we're the only poker program with them. We are a Genesis partner. They are launching next week on the 10th, and they will be joining us as a sponsor this week on the 4th, Friday, 5:30 Eastern time. So basically, they're giving us, oh man, we got lands to give away, we got characters to give away, and the floor of them has just been booming, and this is going to be an incredible project. Of course, do your own research, but we're just super excited to partner with them. And today, guys, if you wanted to come into our poker club, if you are new in this space, come on through. If you say hi from Web3 Wonders, we will give you the OG role so you can start playing in those tournaments for NFTs right away. You do got a bit of work to keep the role, but we'll let you have it for a bit so you can get a feel of what we're about. If you want to stay, that's cool. We just got to get you certain conditions to keep that OG. But if you just want to be a casual member, come through with our big weekly tournaments, all fine. We'd love to have you around. Other than that, man, we're just building and expanding. And again, thank you guys for allowing us to be a part of this space. We love coming through. We are feeling like we're a bit of the furniture. I just love putting it on and sitting back and having a listen. So, we'll be here if anyone wants any questions or any queries. You can direct message me personally if you want on this account, or in the comment section here. I'll be happy to answer any other questions.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for coming up. Before I start rambling on, does anybody have any questions so far, whether they want to find out more about the Web3 Poker Club, some of the tourneys that they do, or also their upcoming partnership with Beyond Earth Online? You said that's this week coming, Mass.
Yeah, absolutely.
That correct?
I'll quickly pin this tweet so you guys can have a direct line.
I think
you
I
did
did.
already?
Yo.
Here he is.
What's going on? Did I hear BR?
Yes. You did. And this is my co-founder here. This is my subordinate, Levy. So he's also a partner, and we're all kind of working together. I do a Twitch stream and the marketing and the some creative sides of it. Although we all kind of cross pollinate. Levy handles like community and Discord, and then we got Phil, who's the.
And Phil doesn't really do a lot.
He sits back. No, he's instrumental in getting the collabs together, organized, and building our relationship to the NFT world. So, mate, yeah, we are up all the time. We are building. We just got in 2 mods in the last couple of weeks. 3 mods in the last month. We're talking about bringing new people on. Like we're really happy with our position at the moment, but we want to take a deep breath, make sure we're doing it right. We want to under promise, over deliver. We don't want to do anything we don't think we can do. So come over, see how we go, and hopefully you can stick around.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Web3 Poker Club. Just want to ask the audience again, does anybody have any questions about the Web3 Poker Club? They help to connect and to collaborate with upcoming and existing Web3 and NFT brands. It's an amazing format that they've got going on. Every week on Friday or Saturday, they have the collaboration tournaments where they normally have a partner coming up or sponsoring the whole event. There's amazing prizes donated not just by the sponsor, but also by other NFT projects. So there's always a really, really big and really varied prize pool for people to win. And then for those that are lucky enough, or those that grind enough to get the OG status within their server, they also run OG tournaments during the week, and some little free rolls as well. So you can start stacking up their coins, or their chips, which can be used for rebuys along the way. So when you bust out of your tournament, because you're playing bingo rather than poker, you can buy yourself back in. And then after the rebuys have stopped, it's a whole new game. It's just like being literally back at the tables. But yeah, I don't think
you
anyone's
love playing a bit of bingo, don't you?
You got to play a bit of bingo.
You're a bingo player, aren't you?
I'm a proper bingo player. Yep, I'm a real big fan of playing bingo. Hey, sometimes it's just like I joined. I think it was last week at some point. I joined one of the tournaments where there was like 13 seconds before I could get in, and I literally just shoved a couple of times. I thought, if I'm going to double up and double up again, or I'm just going to bust out. And I think it was the OG tournament. I just don't have time to be playing the game properly at the moment. But it's entertaining because it reminds me of back when my friends were starting to discover poker on Facebook, and they were playing socially between themselves.
Was Zinger Poker.
Sorry, say again?
Was that Zinger Poker, yeah, on Facebook?
Zinger,
I remember that. I remember those days.
Yeah, everyone had just found out. Like, I'd been playing at the tables for years before.
Yeah, me too.
Then the Poker Stars thing where the free rolls, the free tourneys, people played bingo. And it's crazy that once you get to that 40-minute mark, once your late registration closes, the whole game changes. And,
it's dog eat dog until then.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, tons of fun, tons of value. You guys, I don't see any other brand right now in the space that's giving as much as you guys are. So thank you very much, and well done.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Love that's coming from you. I just wanted to add this tweet that your mate just pinned up here. If you guys enter the Discord and follow the Twitter giveaways section, you get in with a chance to win a BEO character just by following and liking and retweeting. There's nothing else. So yeah, don't miss a chance at winning an NFT pre-poker tournament.
There we go. So can you say that just one more time for people that were too busy clicking on other things? What do I have to do in order to have a chance at winning myself yet another BEO character? Because I've accumulated a few of them as of late. BEO is one hell of a project, and it launches November the 10th. Your post says.
Yep,
that's right. Yep.
So yeah, BEO is a meta first game. It's MMORPG style, so it kind of combines like RuneScape or World of Warcraft along with a whole heap of
Rust
other content
as well. Yeah, the whole combination. I'm just in it now, first time playing it, and I'm pretty blown away by just the basic functions at the moment, and then also the level of complexity in regards to, you know, trading and guilds, and you know, everything's set up so incredibly at the moment. So I'm impressed.
I am jealous. I was part of BEO since before they minted, since before they did the free mint for the land, and I've not had a single chance to hop on and play the game.
What's live now? Get in there, mate.
I got work to do, but I aped in. It's the only project I've ever really kicked into, and I'm like, I've not even played it yet. But yeah, got a few things that need to get done first, and then maybe I'll be able to make a big castle or something on the game, to make a big eyesore. It's going to be crazy to see what people are building.
It's fun. Yeah, it's pretty fun at the moment. I'm just driving around in like this little orb thing. It's pretty fun.
There's going to be such a wide variety of different types of buildings that people have done. You know, like some people are going to have really gone to town and spent a lot of time making it look amazing. And then there's going to be people like me who's got like a legendary land. He's just going to put a big wall up around the outside of it. Just
leave me alone.
Yeah, that's it. Just a big wall. Just go, leave me alone. I'm safe in here. You can't kill me. You can't steal my items. Yep. For that. So there you go, guys and girls. Please check out not Web3 Wonders. Check out Web3 Wonders as well, but check out the Web3 Poker Club. Join the Discord and be in with your chance at winning a BEO character before the poker tournament has even started. One last time, anybody got any questions? Please feel free to raise your hands if you do, and if not, we're gonna move on. Thank you so much, Web3 Poker Club. Thank you for supporting Web3 Wonders as well. As I said at the start, you guys are part of the furniture here. You're always regulars and you're always welcome. I really appreciate what you're doing for Web3 and NFTs and the space that they all set in. So yeah, thank you so much for coming up. Have I got rugged? Can anybody hear me?
We can hear you.
I can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Cool. Yep, no problem. I wasn't sure if Levy or Matt would have just closed then, but smashing, brilliant. Okay, then let's move on. I see somebody saying when Binance in the comment section. Now, as a few of you will probably know by now, oh, I hear myself. There we go. As a few of you will probably know by now, I'm Futaba UK. Most of you know me now by James. And I've been involved in crypto since 2017, been playing around with NFTs for over a year, and I'm now fortunate enough to be working with one of the projects which are up on stage at the moment, and that's Edge Capital. Edge Capital have created their first collection of NFTs called the Edge Autobots. They're a first-to-market collection that are launching on the Ethereum blockchain with a fully automated Bitcoin trading bot as its main utility, and it will enter and exit trades on your behalf. So you no longer have to learn how to trade in order to be profitable. Just before I ramble on about them too much, we will be giving away a crypto trading strategy through the Edge profile, and for that, let me just pin that up at the top now. If you scroll over onto the pinned tweet, you'll see that at the top. You simply need to follow Edge, retweet and tag 3 friends, and then yeah, make sure that you stay in the space and let me ramble on about them like you guys get to hear every single week. So, have a glass of water. Edge's trading strategy uses quantitative data and statistics in order to build its prediction, and that's the same level of technology that's used by hedge funds and institutional traders. And it's because of this that it's technologically advanced compared to the existing bots on the market, which most of them use technical analysis or artificial intelligence. It's important to protect your assets. So there's safeguarding mechanisms built into the bot, and these safeguarding mechanisms will make sure that that it will not enter any trades should the market volatility make it difficult to safely predict entry and exit points. And this past month or so has been a prime example of this, where Bitcoin has just been trading sideways for weeks and weeks on end now. And subsequently, because the volatility hasn't been there, and the bot is programmed to be profitable over the long term and to be a safer bet versus some of the crazy things that you can gain access to, which will get you rich in a very short term and also make you even poorer even faster. So yeah, through this safeguarding mechanism, it helps to ensure that you stay profitable long term. Our bot, it will link to centralized exchanges through the use of API keys, which is another first to market feature on it. And the mint date is coming up real soon. It's on November the 9th, and there's a supply of just 4,096 NFTs. They each come with fully interactive 3D artwork, and they are ready to use come the day of mint. So there's no long roadmaps to complete before you start getting any value from it. It has been beta and back tested, and it's worth noting that it's even been put through Monte Carlo and KS simulation tests to ensure that it responds to the data as well as it was designed to. And it has been tested over 10,000 times through these tests. From a sample of 1,022 trades, the bot realized a profit of over $42,000 when it started with just $1,000 in its accounts. And I know that all of this sounds a bit too good to be true. So our chief technical officer is doing presentations regularly inside our Discord. So please feel free to reach out to us if you do want to see it in action. There's also a custom built dashboard that comes live with the bot on the day of minting, and from within this dashboard you will be able to select if you want your bot trading more conservatively or more aggressively. All of the parameters that you're able to adjust have been tested or back tested by our data scientists and our developers to ensure that using the back tested models, you will not be liquidated from your account balance due to the position size and the position amount that it enters and exits with. So yeah, please remember, we're giving value to the room. Please go up to the pinned post at the top, interact with it, give it a retweet, tag 3 friends, and we will be choosing a winner a little bit later on, and they will be winning themselves a free crypto trading strategy. And of course, please hop into the Discord, say hello, make them aware that you're there, and yeah, find out what we're about. There's nobody else in the space using quantitative data or statistics to build their prediction model that we're aware of, and this is something that we're really excited about, because until now this technology has been locked up to the fat cats, to the hedge funds, and to the institutional traders. Does anybody have any questions that they'd like to ask? No, it's a shy audience this week. Well, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on. As I say, that's Edge Autobots. You can see Edge Capital down in the speaker panel. So yeah, please give them a follow on Twitter and jump into their Discord. And I see we got Flexter. Welcome for joining us, dude. How's it going, man? Flexter, are you there?
Yeah, brother, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, really, really well, thank you. How's things your end?
It's good, man. I'm actually, it's my daughter's 21st birthday today, so a little bit personal, I guess. I got her and 8 of her friends here in Las Vegas, so I'm kind of playing chaperone in the background. That's how my day is going so far.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come up and speak to us on this space. I know when we spoke the other day when you was doing the NFL space, you were sat back, you were kicking it back, you had a few beers on the go. You're an amazing host. So I was super, super, super excited when you said that you would come up and speak to us today and help to inform people and tell people a little bit about the ENS Maxis. That's a project you're quite passionate about, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's not just ENS Maxis, actually. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Last year, I can't even remember the project, man. But last year was my first ever NFT buy. And I tried to buy my NFT, and I lost my gas money. Right? Like I didn't get the NFT and I lost my gas money. So I never went back to NFTs. Like it was the one killjoy for me that just turned me off of NFTs, period. So I went to the No Rug NFT. I went to ENS and I started dealing with domain names and the Ethereum name service platform. You can't get rugged over there. If you're choosing these words, these numbers, whatever, you get it. It's in your wallet. You pay for it. You pay for the gas, and you have your .eth. So for me personally, I thought, okay, this is great. I can flip them. I can trade them. I can flex them, right? Because these are people's like names now that you'll see a lot on Twitter. They'll have their .eth. So I thought, okay, this is great. I'm into Ethereum. I'm into Ethereum name services. It's kind of the same ecosystem. I'm going to stay there. Then in August, this project dropped, ENS Maxis. And this was a free mint, 0 royalties. Let's make this clear. Free mint, 0 royalties project. That's what ENS Maxis is. So I thought, well, holy smokes, man. It has the ENS name on it. It's got the ENS logo. The team is undoxed. I mean, I'll tell you guys that much. But all of a sudden, they come out with this guerrilla marketing campaign, like 111 ETH to buy their name. And then, 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, they don't talk. They just start showing up in spaces. And boom, sponsorship for ENS updates, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. with Kev for King, 5159.eth. Boom, ENS Latino. They came up, start sponsoring that show with Julio and Johncito and OX Wizard. Me, the Shark Tank. I have the Shark Tank with Stephen Miller and Fireball, and they came in and did all of our art when we did our live show in Vegas about 3 weeks ago. They put suits on us, they totally changed our PFPs. It was amazing what this team's doing. They're spending so much money and they're not asking for anything back. All they're asking is to bridge the gap between PFP holders and ENS holders, because most people that are domain holders are just domain holders. That's what they are. They're not really into PFPs. And most people that are into PFPs really don't give a shit about .eth. I'm just being as blunt as possible. But it's like an ecosystem for me that ENS Maxis as a PFP has now brought, there's a guy named Chael. Let me put it this way. There's a guy named Chael, never wanted to do anything with domain names until ENS Maxis. He's only been a PFP guy. So he got an ENS Maxi. He jumped in the spaces, became part of the community, and now all he's doing is minting domain names. He's not even worried about cartoon pictures anymore. But me, on the other hand, I'm only into domains. This is my first real project, ENS Maxis. And now that I've joined ENS Maxis, I'm an on-chain monkey. I'm a rock in the antisocial club. I am starting to look at PFPs in a whole different way. So what ENS Maxis actually did was they bridged the gap between domain holders and PFP holders. And they did it with a zero, let me make this clear, 0 royalties, free mint project. And then they step up to the plate and are sponsoring so many programs that have to do with ENS. So for that reason, I'm in 100%. I find it like the trifecta of my ecosystem. I've got ENS Maxis, ENS domains, and the Ethereum token. Or the ENS token. Let's not forget they have a token as well. ENS has a token. It's a liquid token. I mean, it's a good token. It hit a all-time high this year, about $85, and it's running around 17, 18 lately. So, you know, we're in the dip. Not financial advice, but I mean, I bought some ENS tokens because I just think that whole platform is moving up. Like .eth is the new .com. It's going to link all your social medias, all your accounts, all your wallets. Like, why would you use OX42697BLRX2? Like, why would you use that 42-character wallet address? I don't understand it. Get a .eth, get yourself an ENS name, something as simple as mine, or if you can find your name, which is very expensive, you probably, you know, for the whales out there, you can afford your name. But like my name, Thomas, it didn't even come on the market. And the dude had like 1,000 ETH on it when it did. So there's no way I could probably ever obtain my name personally. But I have Flexter, and I dabble in flex domains anyway, not utility-based domains. There's two different paths there. You can use it as a flex, you can use it as utility, build on top of it, domains, or subdomains, wrappers, all that jazz for you coders and developers. But at the end of the day, for me, I'm going to go with the flex. I like the flex ones. People are arrogant. Let's be honest. They want something that sounds cool, looks cool, they can use. And where are you sending my Ethereum? Flexter.eth, not OX4289 characters. You know what I mean? Where am I sending this PFP? Flexter.eth. And now if you guys go on Coinbase, look at the top of your search box in Coinbase. It says enter your wallet address or ENS. ENS has been integrated with Coinbase now. So all of your trading can be done with a .eth. And for me, that makes ENS Maxis as a PFP project, the only way it can fail is if Ethereum fails. So I'm in on that project 100%.
That's amazing. That is a very, very, very good overview of what the Maxis are about and all that they stand for, because as you say, the ENS Maxis, it's so much more than just a PFP project. They are extremely bullish on ENS domains, and obviously that's where it all came about. It was a place for, it was a community to bring, or a way to bring a community together and give them more of a presence, because yeah, if you've got 300 domains in your wallet, then people aren't going to be able to recognize you by just a name, or they won't see that. People see people's PFPs and they instantly know who it is. It's
your Web3 digital identity, brother. Like literally, it is your Web3 digital identity. If you want to be known as OX6897104, 42 character wallet, if that's what you want to be known for, bless you. I have no problem with that. But when somebody sends you something, you might not be as confident that you're going to receive it. You know what I mean? And let me even go a little bit further. I have Flexter.eth, Flexter. So many people spell it Flexter, Flexster. They get it mixed up. What did I do? I opened 2 wallets primary. I bought both domains. You're not going to screw it up, buddy. Okay? It's coming to me. So I even have a backup just in case you misspell it. That's what's called safety and security and guarding your shit, man. Like, you have to understand, if you can get a backup. Think about if somebody wants to come and buy Flexter. You know what I mean? Some dude comes out and says, hey, I'll give you 100 ETH for Flexter. Boom! I'm selling that thing, bro. I have another one with the S in it. I have a backup. You know what I mean? Just in case. Like you have to think long term in this game, because all these short flippers that think they're going to be millionaires overnight, they've lost the plot, bruh. They have lost the plot. These guys that have been in .eth and with some of these, other than the monkeys, you know what I mean? They've been doing this since 2017. Go to j4ward.eth. J, the number 4, Ward, W-A.
Oh, sorry. Can you just say that again, Flexter? We just hit the mute everyone by accident, so you need to unmute yourself for a moment.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Sorry, yeah. Bro. Yeah. I was. I think my app might be glitching. I've got on one screen. There's one request to speak, but I can't see them, so I think I just hit that button by accident. What was that? What was that ETH address that you were saying? Sorry.
Yeah, J, the number 4, Ward, W-A-R-D, J4 Ward. If you go look at that wallet, you're looking at a multi-million-dollar wallet. This guy owns, this is the owner of porn, okay? This is the owner of porn.eth. Bloom Capital. Bloom Capital tried to buy it off of him, and he wasn't selling it. Bottom line, he's a diamond hand, and that's just all there is to it. But if you look at that wallet, each one of those Ethereum names are in upwards of 30 to 50 Ethereum and higher. When Bloom couldn't buy porn off of him, Bloom ended up buying Porno for 183 Ethereum.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
I've got Pornografio, which is like a Spanish variant, .eth, and I thought that was a grail.
Look at some of these guys' wallet. Look at Master's wallet. Look at Master.eth. Like, there's no shit in these guys' wallet. We're talking about billions of dollars worth of Ethereum names. Okay, so how is ENS Maxis going to fail unless ENS fails? Like, it's just not. And how's ENS going to fail unless Ethereum fails? And Ethereum is not going to fail. I mean, you hear even, Big Shark, Kevin O'Leary, my homie, Mr. Wonderful. What does he say? Screw all them coins. I want Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's it. Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's the only thing these sharks are buying. So how on earth can ENS Maxis fail? I don't know. I don't know. Somebody has to convince me, because that's why I'm super bullish on this project, brother. Like, all of ENS would have to fail in order for this project to fail. I don't know. If anybody can, again, and this is my first PFP project, so I don't want to say, sound like I know what I'm talking about, like I'm a fucking pro. I'm not. I'm just a 50-year-old U.S. Army veteran with 3 daughters, okay, that is logical. Like, it just makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, if somebody can explain to me how, maybe I'm wrong, my ears are wide open. Because I can't figure out any negatives to this project, man. Zero royalties, free mint, and these things get traded daily. Like, look at the trading volume on it. Like, it's every 3 minutes people are.
Yep, you rug down a little bit at the end, but you are 100% right. The trading volume on the ENS domains is absolutely unreal. It's one of the only projects that have managed to survive the bear market, or not survive, but also to be able to beat it. They've literally beaten the bear market, and they've remained buoyant and frivolent for so many people along the way. ENS domains are getting swooped up at an unbelievable pace, an absolutely unbelievable pace. One of the perks, I guess, of being close with the ENS Maxis, like, you don't have to own an ENS Maxi to join in with your spaces. You don't have to be old an ENS Maxi to join in the club and to feel like you're part of one. They're extremely welcoming to absolutely everybody who wants to just come and spend some time with them. It was a few months ago that a good friend of mine introduced me over to them, and I just instantly just felt, I don't know, just like, well, yeah, you're just a bunch of dudes and a bunch of women who are passionate about a particular topic or a couple of particular topics because you understand it at a deeper level than a lot of people do at the moment. And that's where the value comes. That the alpha that gets dropped in those ENS shows is unreal. It's unreal. If you're into Web3, if you're into blockchain, if you believe that a new .com is going to be happening, because let's face it, we've not invented a new way, but there's a new way now to save or collect and spend and transact with money. We've now got blockchain. Of course, things are changing. We are in Web3 now. And .eth domains have certainly they've took the market by storm, haven't they? Because there's a few competitors, but they're really they don't seem to be much of a competition in terms of market sector or the ability of what they can do. Flexter, please carry on, dude. You're more than welcome to tell me to shut up at any point, because you know so much more about all of this than I do, which is why I'm so excited to have you on the show, man. I do appreciate you sticking your hand up, bro.
No, not at all, brother. Not at all. Look, at the end of the day, the goal of the founders was to bridge the gap between domain holders and these cartoon picture holders, right? And they've done it. Like, they've succeeded. I mean, you open an ENS Maxi space, and you'll get, like, let me tell you what happened last week, actually. Here's a true, honest-to-God story. On Saturday, the coder and developer Chopper from Cyberfunks comes in the Maxi space asking us about the traits, the rarities. I want to buy one. Mutant Ape Yacht Club holder, banaustralia.eth, come in. Hey, I want to buy one. Good Things from On-Chain Monkeys comes in. I met him in Vegas, actually, during the Web3 Expo. He comes in. He got gifted one. He came in to thank us. Boom. I got On-Chain Monkeys now, myself. Rotten Ramborno, at Rotten Radio, Rotten Antisocial Club, jumps in there. Nick, I met him in Vegas, Web3. Boom. He jumps in the ENS Maxi space. He's getting Maxis. I'm getting Rotten Antisocial Club. Like, what other community other than ENS Maxis do you see other PFP projects coming in their space and everybody's buying each other's shit? Dude, I've never heard of such a thing. I've never heard of such a thing in my life. Anybody can come into the ENS Maxi spaces and they can ask us anything they want to ask us. And if they want to buy one, they can buy one. But we want to ask those guys about their projects too. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a one-sided thing, because both of us own .eth, right? Like, both of us own ENSs, and we talk about that a lot as well in the ENS Maxi spaces. So it's just a bridging gap community, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I'm super bullish on it, and you need to shut me up, because I could go on the soapbox forever about this project, ENS, and the ENS token in general.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You have done an absolutely amazing job at helping to raise awareness. Thank you so much for coming up on stage. Is there a post that you'd like to pin up to the top, please, so people can find out more about ENS Maxis? I see that you guys are obviously doing the rocket ship thing at the moment, and they've just opted to take even more people up to space with them on this exciting ride that the ENS Maxis are doing. So yeah, please feel free to pin up another post. We are running slightly behind on this show. We did have technical difficulties at the start where it rugged me as soon as that I tried to start the space. So yeah, the first 10 minutes or so was a bit lost, which is a shame. I do see that we got a one or two Maxis down in the audience as well. They're helping to represent. But yeah, thank you so much for coming up, Flexter. And as I say, please feel free to pin something up to the top in order to try and stay. Well, first of all, I should ask, does anybody have any questions, please, before I forget to ask that question? If so, stick your hand up or send a request in. I see somebody's got an awesome Gengar PFP down in the audience. Forte 96 sent you a follow straight away, dude. Thank you so much for repping the Pokemon. Huge Pokemon fan myself from back in the day when it was the original 151. No, okay. Nobody seems to have any questions. I think you did an amazing job at helping to inform people about the ENS Maxis. But as I said, Flexter, if there is a post that you want to pin up, please feel free to do so. And last.
I'm gonna go through my stuff. Like I said, I'm with my daughter in Vegas. It's her 21st. So Fireball, actually, my co-host, one of our co-hosts over at the Shark Tank, is also in the crowd. I see him down there. Hey, Fireball, how are you? Maybe Fireball can pin something up to the top there about the Shark Tank. That's one of our. It's the #1 shilling platform in Twitter Spaces right now. Huge following. It's every Tuesday from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So join us for that. You guys can kind of get a good evaluation on your .eths if you have them, or just come and listen. You know what I mean? Kind of see what ENS and .eth is about. Outside of that, that's the plug. Everybody knows about ENS Maxis now. Please just check out the community, join one of the spaces, see if you like it. There's a bunch of different spaces. There's some spaces where we just roast the shit out of each other. I mean, it is just so much fun. It's all in fun and it's all jokes, but boy, it's offensive. So we have a couple of those spaces. We have some real educational spaces. We have some just lay back and chill spaces, like you were saying. Me and Fireball and Stephen Miller host ENS NFL Game Day on Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern. And on that program, you're right. Yeah, we just sit back, drink some beer, watch some football, talk ENS, talk Maxis, talk Web3 in general. Just like we just talk. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to get some alpha. We're here to engage with each other. We're here to see who's in the community, how we can network off of each other, and we can all benefit in this crazy, crazy world of Web3.
Thank you so much. There you have it. Flexter, thank you so much for coming up and speaking on your daughter's 21st birthday. Please wish her a happy birthday from absolutely all of us here over in Web3. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. Really, really, really appreciate it. It's really humbling that you would take time out of your day to help raise awareness of the amazing project, which is the ENS Maxis. Okay, moving on. NeoZen, you've been waiting very, very patiently down in the speaker panel. Are you still there, my friend? And if so, please feel free to unmute your mic and come back up stage.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thank you for having us. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being patient, dude. Yeah, Flexter was things as I said earlier on. You can have a schedule and things don't always quite work out. I caught up with Flexter a couple of days ago. He did inform me. He says, "Oh, we'll have to be." Well, yeah, things didn't quite work out with this show. We did get rugged at the start, and obviously, yeah, it's been a little bit that way. But thanks so much for your patience, dude. I am super, super, super keen to find out about your project because you guys, you're fairly fresh on the scene, aren't you? Your following's quite small at the moment compared to some other projects, but your artwork certainly demands a much larger audience. And I believe that you've got some space, you've got some experience in this space already, don't you? So yeah, please feel free to take it away and tell us what NeoZen is all about.
Yeah, thank you so much for the kind entrance. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm K.Stroke. I'm down in the audience. You can see my my page down there and some of the artwork. We got J Ross and Shadow and two Shadows both down there rocking some of our art. If you guys want to see some of it, like you said, we're very very new. We sent our first tweet out yesterday. We've been working. Our founder Shadow's been working on this since February or so. But we have just kind of launched our marketing campaign and our Twitter presence. A lot of it has just been kind of DMs. So NeoZen, what are we, right? So at our core, NeoZen is a DCCG collection, which is a digital combat card game. So think of like Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone, any kind of combat card game like that. That would be at the core of kind of what the NeoZen network will offer. And we're hoping that will be an interactive gaming platform for cross-collection utilization. So actually, I know he already left, but Son of Mars, who's talking, I heard him talk a little bit about like cross-collection gaming. And I thought that was really interesting because that's something that we're trying to do. We want the ability to kind of actually stream on Twitch our games live, our card battles, and it'd be really cool to in the future be able to do that with other collections as well, and do like the Son of Mars versus NeoZen or whatever project it may be. So we're an anime style future dystopian project. A lot of our kind of direction is going to be focused on storytelling and lore. We are trying to keep a decent sense of mystery around the project. We're hoping to launch at the end of November. November is really where we're calling it Neovember. We're trying to really push our marketing launch now. We have just launched our website. If you click on my NeoZen profile picture, you can go to our link tree and you can go to our website. We are actually accepting applications for our Alpha Core, which is like OG status, basically. There's only 88 spots, and it's essentially almost like an upgraded whitelist or like a whitelist on steroids, I guess you could say. There's kind of. So this Alpha Core will actually give you a couple of really cool things. It's going to give you a free mint. It's going to give you a free Evo pill, which is going to be our secondary collection when the time comes. It's also going to give you a 1% trait rarity, which is pretty cool. So you're pretty much guaranteed to get a pretty rare NeoZen if you use the Alpha Core. If you have an Alpha Core, you will also receive a free merch bag for being in the Alpha Core as well. That's actually live right now, and I have a temporary code to share with this space. I don't know if you want me to do that maybe later for people to apply to. I can certainly share that out maybe at the end or something, however you want to do it.
Yeah, feel free. I was going to say I repinned up your post at the top. What I always make sure that happens is whoever's speaking at the time, they get to pin their post up, and then obviously the audience gets to scroll through them. So yeah, I have pinned one up, but please feel free to post up anything that you want more during your time on stage here.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Our alpha core just went live last night also, so you can find it on OpenSea. There's only 88 of them, and they're only going to be you'll only be able to purchase those once you are accepted into our program, into the application, into the alpha core, and then they will be a direct sale to the user. So we have just started accepting some applications today, and we're still kind of sifting through that and going through the application process. So yeah, so the code is 0286. That will be open until midnight tonight, and then it'll expire. So anyone can go to the site and they can apply. And I highly recommend for anyone and everyone to do this, because even if you don't get accepted into our alpha core, this actually immediately puts you on our whitelist. So even if you don't get accepted into the alpha core, you're already on our whitelist. You don't have to do anything else pretty much. So that's a good bonus. So I definitely recommend everyone to do it. Again, it's 0286. Yeah, that's about all I can really say now. I have some other sneak peeks and art coming, but like I said, we're trying to maintain a certain level of mystery, and we haven't released any of our lore either, but the storytelling will be a huge part of the process. Like I said, we just kind of released our first tweet yesterday. I'm actually Levendy down there on Web3 Poker. I've been with them since they pretty much started. They've been awesome, and I reached out to him the other day, and he told me about those spaces. So decided to hop on. I was like, great, we just started our launch, so might as well get on spaces and see what's good. So much love to Web3 Poker. They're awesome.
And that's a great shout out there. And as you say, it's very well deserved. The Web3 Poker guys are an absolutely amazing team with what they're doing, but we've already gone all over that. We want to find out more about NeoZen. Just your banner alone, like, who is it that did the artwork is what I want to be knowing. Like, is your artwork done in house? Have you hired people to do it? Like, yeah, are there any sneak peeks? I know you're saying that you don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do we find out more sooner? How do we?
Well,
because I appreciate that everyone's going to get the 80. Not everyone's going to be able to get one of these 88 passes.
Right. I highly recommend you follow NeoZen and you turn your notifications on, because we will be, along as myself and the rest of the team, we will be giving opportunities for people to get whitelist and to get involved definitely early on. We have a main group chat that we've kind of formulated with a lot of early applicants for our alpha core. So certainly if people interact with our page and they show interest, we will add them and give them opportunities to get whitelists and things like that. I've just pinned another for my personal account of a full body. So we have full body PFPs and then close-ups also. So you can kind of see some of the art there. Our artist, his name's Riza. Once again, if you go to our website, you can actually go check out his profile page on our site. He's our artist on the project. And you can find out a bit more about him on his personal page there. But it's I guess in-house, he's part of the team. We haven't outsourced it. He's a member of our team, a core member. There's about 7 or 8 of us who are kind of the core team here. Yeah, but I definitely recommend checking out our website. That's where you're going to find most of the information right now about our project. We don't have a Discord. We are kind of not really, we're uncertain exactly if we're going to have a Discord or not. We're going to kind of see how it goes, but I know as of right now, we are leaning towards just not having one. And but once again, we'll kind of see, in this space, man, you got to be versatile. You got to be ready to adapt and change, man. And this month is going to be a lot of a lot of challenges and obstacles, and it's trying to that's the process and trying to mint a project. and we'll kind of see if there's a need for it. But right now we don't have it. It's really just our Twitter presence and our website, and then we will have actually a couple other Twitter pages for announcements specifically.
Awesome. So you're going to be changing the way that communications are done commonly in the Web3, or at least whilst you start off anyway, keeping it super simple, making
Yeah,
it so people
exactly.
are really stay involved with you in Twitter as and when you've got updates coming out and as and when they want to be sharing with their friends and with their communities. That's a really great way of doing it. There's so much time that's spent on Discord where it's easy to fall into the trap where you'll be just talking to the same people about the same stuff, and it means that you do miss your eye on opportunities to connect with other communities, to connect with other people, and to be able to like share the things that you're passionate about. So well done for I presume that's one of the reasons why is you potentially realize that it's less work for you guys as well at the start, so that's always a great thing. I know full too well how crazy it is when you've got a Discord and a Twitter and you're doing a space and you're doing this and AMAs and all the rest of it. You did mention something about, you said that you're going to be busy for the next month. So what kind of roadmap or time frame are you currently working to with the project? When can people expect to be seeing mint announcements or things like that? Like, is it a long roadmap, or are you going to be launching fairly soon?
Yeah, so we're planning to launch. It's still to be determined. We're not committing to a date yet, but we're hoping to launch at the end of November. We're trying to make our big part marketing push this entire month. That's why we started yesterday on the 1st of November. And so that's our big thing, Neovember. We're going to try to push that this month. And hopefully, as long as everything lines up, like, again, we're not going to force anything. If we're not ready to launch, we're not going to launch. But, we have everything on the back end pretty much ready to go. The game's ready, the card game's ready. I've done beta testing with it, and everything will be pretty much ready to go at launch. So that's exciting. But yeah, so as long as we can't, you don't want to promise anything. You over promise, under deliver. Everyone says that in the space, but it's true, man. Like, there's so many things out of your control. So we don't want to promise certain dates or certain prices or this or that, because ETH fluctuates and things happen in this market very, very quickly. A week in the space is like a month in the space. A month in the space is like a year in the space, right? So, just staying versatile and flexible. But we are hoping, we want to launch at the end of November. Our alpha core will be shored up before then. Right now, we're giving pretty much a 21-day deadline, so 3 weeks. And we're hoping to have those 88 spots filled up and done by then. But we also want to give people time who were accepted to, obviously buy the Alpha Core Pass. So they do have some time to do that. So Alpha Core will be shored up, at least a week probably before our mint, and then hopefully we mint at the end of November. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So there's a bit of alpha. By the sounds of it, you guys are looking to mint by the end of November, which is I can't think of the word for it. It's a big goal to be able to, it's a adventurous goal to be able to produce a collection, have it launched on the start of the month, and have it, to launch the Twitter on the start of the month, and then to be launching the first NFT collection by the end of the month. That is definitely an adventurous goal that you've got. I wish you guys all the best with it. And you know what? Having heard the passion in your voice and the amount of energy that you've got for it, I'm going to be keeping my eye open on you guys, because when people start to see this artwork that you've got and the lore that goes with it, I'm sure there's going to be many, many more people who are wanting to get a part of the action. Just looking now, you have tags up at the top. Yep, wow. So that K-Dots left stroke, that's your personal account. How did you come up with the name with that one? Just whilst jaw drop at the amazing full-length body, the full body picture, the image. That's amazing.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No, I don't know if you know the rapper Kendrick Lamar, but You know his song Humble?
Yeah, he lives next door, bro. Yeah, I've been hanging around with Kendrick since we was about 12 years old. No, I know of it.
I was like, wait a minute. Whoa, hold up.
You know what? Yeah, I know what you mean. I know of him.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm just a big Kendrick fan, and you know, it kind of stuck after that song Humble, and I don't know, kind of became my brand along with Captain Lockjaw, which is my other brand. But now that I'm working on this project, you know, I'm all in, so I got to go with the. I'll actually will be having a Captain Lockjaw honorary, so I will be going back to my original brand. But as of now, yes, it's KDOS Show. That's always been my handle. I'm just a big Kendrick fan, so it's just stemmed from him, and I figured it would help me go viral, right? So what do you know?
Fair play, leveraging the opportunities as they come. That it all makes sense now when you say about Kendrick Lamar. But yeah, no, amazing. I'm absolutely. I see a lot of artwork in Web3. I see a lot of cool stuff. I see a lot of anime kind of projects coming out. I see a lot of this type of illustration coming out. But I can't put a nail on the head as to what is that's making it pop, that's making it stand out so much compared to the other things that I've seen in the space so far. So congratulations. I'm
Dude,
super
thank you.
pumped to find out where this goes.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's the first thing that, you know, when I heard about the project drew me to it was the art, man. I really love it as well, and you know, really feel like anime in a lot of ways has kind of missed its mark in this space. You know, Azuki was one of the biggest leaders, and you know, everyone knows about that story. So yeah, it's interesting, man. I've actually myself not found an anime project I really vibe with that much. So I'm really excited about this, man. I hope the art really connects with a lot of people. I think it's super dope. So I'm just excited to get more of it out there and people can see it.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming up on the stage today and telling us about NeoZen. Does anybody in the audience have any questions? Please feel free to raise your hand or to send in a request. I do apologize, we have overran this time round. I'm usually a little bit stricter, but because we got wrecked at the start, we spent a bit of a time warming things up. Nope, it looks it is a quiet audience today. Wow, they've got all the info up there. I have also retweeted your posts on this Web3 Wonders account and also personal accounts. So hopefully some more of my network and some of the people, some of the communities that I'm linked in with, they can all see, because I do appreciate it can be an awkward time of day for people. They'll be either traveling home or not long got home. But yeah, this is just a time slot that I can fit the show in with everything else that's going on at the moment. But yeah, thank you so much for coming up on stage, NeoZen. Really do appreciate it, dude. And excited for what's coming in the future for you guys. And there's not very long to have to wait. That's the best thing. That's definitely the best thing. Because as you say, a week is like a month is like a year when you're in Web3. Okay. Just looking, no one has got their hands up. As I did tell everybody earlier, I do in fact work over at Edge Capital for the Edge Out of Box project. We are giving away a crypto trading strategy. So if you want to be in with a chance of winning that, all you have to do is interact with the pinned post. I'm just going to quickly stick it back up to the front of the carousel at the top. So please, once you've finished having a gawk at the amazing artwork of NeoZen, please flick over, find the one from Edge, give it some interaction, go show it some love, and then yeah, I will be picking somebody out at random within the next 24 hours. Who has retweeted and also tagged 3 friends. We do have a mint coming up on the 9th of November. I see we have Pamela in the audience just joining us now. Hello, Pam. Thank you for coming back every single week. We've also got Como Kojo. We got Shadow. We got Diablito. I hope I said that right. Watch Me Nene is a friendly face that's quite often found at the Edge server. We've also got Dustin, and then my app glitched out. There we go. Who else has joined us today? We got Maho.avex or dev.soul. That's a cool domain that you've got there. Btran, ngf.eth. I've got Eduardo. I'm sure I've seen you as well around the space. Forte, thank you so much. You're rocking that awesome Gengar PFP. We got Shadows. We got Vintage Neighbors.eth. Hubert. Ooh, I clicked on it. Oh no, the app. Come on, go back. You know when your thumbs work too fast for the app. Just Top Shot rocking the amazing Neovember banner. That artwork is something else. Super hyped to fan out about your project through the Web3 Poker Club. Can't wait to see what's happening. So we've also got Mullet Meister. I think is that a Toy Mori on the banners at the top. Gmer. OX Dillo. I nearly pronounced that incorrectly then. I'll leave it up to you to figure out what I nearly said. But yeah, OX Dillo. Royal Teabag. Seen you around before. We've got Eric Dalston. And we've also got Daniel Zygmunt. Plus, of course, myself, Futaba UK. We've got Levy. We got the guys at NeoZen. We've got Edge Capital. We've got Andy from Neoxa. We've got the amazing co-host, Nako. Thank you so much for all your help, for pressing all the buttons, keeping this running smoothly in the background, and also for joining in and asking Neoxa and Andy some awesome questions today to really help people understand the project on a deeper level and some of the rewards that they get. So for those of you who have only tuned in at the end, we've got Web3 Poker Club on the speaker panel. They host regular games throughout the weekend and also on the weekends for if you want to play poker and win Web3 based and IRL based prizes. There is currently no cost to their competitions. You can enter for free. And as I say, you can win NFTs, and also they also have whitelists and the occasional IRL prize that's up for grabs. We've just had NeoZen come up onto stage to tell us about their awesome project. They literally launched the Twitter yesterday, so they're the second and third pinned posts. If you want to check them out, please go give them a follow, give them some retweets, show them some love. We've got Edge Capital with the Edge Autobots minting November the 9th. I've just bored you with all that information, so we're not going to go over it again. We got Andy, who's from Neoxa, and Neoxa are bringing blockchain rewards to A-list video games. So some of the games include Rust, which is one of the most die-hard survival games I've ever experienced. Grand Theft Auto, which everybody in the world has heard of, and if they've not heard of GTA because they're too young, then they've also got Minecraft, just to help cater towards you younger people out there, because I do realize I'm getting older now. I'm 33. There's a lot of people out there that are younger than me. I still feel like I'm 21 or so inside, which is great, but I do have to remember that I've perhaps not played the same video games. We did have Flexter.eth come and join us. It is his daughter's 21st birthday today. He was representing the ENS Maxis community and to help him promote and raise awareness of them and also ENS domains on the whole. For those of you that don't know about ENS domains, it is the Ethereum name service, and it was Ethereum's answer to .com top-level domains. So if you want to find out anything more about them, please check out the ENS Maxis NFT on Twitter. And that's ENS Maxis, MAXIS NFT on Twitter. I'm sure there was some. Let me look at my list. Oh, we had Sons of Mars. They disappeared a little bit earlier. So yeah, we also had the amazing Sons of Mars come up. Sons of Mars is an interactive battle royale style NFT tournaments. You can still purchase an alive NFT from the floor on OpenSea, and they're also going to be bringing back to life some of the dead ones. So if you do want to be in with the chance of winning a prize pool of around about 2 ETH in total, then please check them out. That's Sons of Mars NFT on Twitter. But yeah, let's wrap it up with 24 minutes over. I'm Futaba UK, also known as James. We've got the amazing co-host, Nako. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for everyone that's tuned in. Thank you for tuning in to yet another amazing Web3 Wonders.
Thank
Nako,
you, guys.
got any words? There we go. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy NFT London if any of you managed to get to it. That was meant to be somewhat of a topic for this space. We got rugged. But yeah, let's catch you hopefully same time next week. I will have to confirm that over the coming days. We do have a mint happening on November the 9th, as I've said probably 57 times already. But yeah, whilst hosting the show, I realized, next week we're going to be on mint day. So maybe it'll be a mint day special. Take care.
Yep.
Enjoy the day.
Thank you for your time and see you next week, same time. Bye, guys.
Bye.